Hi, I'm Ed.
I'm Ashley. We're in Tucson, Arizona.
And you're watching the Grace Hopper Celebration of Women in Computing 2009 series of Ed and Ashley's 5-Minute Show. Hi, I am here with Nina Bhatti, who was part of the panel for Becoming a Woman of Influence with Joe Miller yesterday. So, first of all, Nina, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Well, I'm a research scientist at HP's laboratories, and my role is to come up with new technologies and new projects that will eventually become, hopefully, part of HP's products and offerings to the world. So we take on kind of new, innovative programs that have a lot of risk associated with them. We try things out. If it's successful, we go somewhere. If it's not, we try something else. And so we create IP, we create new prototypes, we do first of a kind for HP.
Awesome, awesome. That sounds like such a great job. One of the things that I want to touch on that you talked about on the panel was how to become a woman of influence when you've just gotten somewhere. And I mean, not that I have any, personal gain in this whatsoever, being a new hire at the company, but
what do you do?
Exactly.
Right. So I would say that my first job, bottom rung engineering person starting on a big project, I came into a huge organization at a big test and measurement company where, I was just starting out, and what I found was very useful is go around and try to figure out what the structure is, the power structure, who controls what, how is the influencing work, and act like an anthropologist. Go to a meeting and watch how do people bring up topics, how do they discuss them, how do they present them, and whose topics are really successful at being advocated by the group. And I would say study that and watch the behavior so that you know the style that's appropriate for that group. The other thing is if you think something is really lame, don't publicly just come out and say, this is really stupid, why are we doing this? You may think that, and that's an internal conversation you can have, but it's probably a good idea to go out to the lead engineer and say, oh, I'm new to the project, can you help me understand why we're doing this table structure this way? And it must be a great mechanism. I'd really like to learn more about it. Put somebody in the power position of sort of bringing you up. Use your youth and your newness of the organization as a way of opening it up. People often like to bestow their wisdom and their brilliant architectures onto you. So let them do that, and then you can sort of, as you learn it, and as people feel like you've heard them out, you understand the history of why it is the way it is. If you make suggestions, they're much more open to it. So go find the history of what it is. There may be some huge legacy issue that on the face of it seems like an absurd way to do a data structure, but if you looked at the cost of undoing it and the license agreements and everything, you'd go, oh God, I totally get why you're doing this. It'll help you to understand all the aspects of engineering that go into these decisions, which you think coming out of school are purely technical, and they turn out to be more complicated.
Yeah. Awesome. Nina, thank you so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
For agreeing to spend some time with us with your busy conference schedule.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure being here and having a great time.
Wonderful. And thank you for watching this episode of Ed and Ashley's 5-Minute Show.